continue conversation about potential use in that area. But what we're talking about this evening is to encourage the manager to negotiate with MABC, not cut a deal, but just bring us back purchase and sale agreement, lease agreements, or whatever else for this Wall Street project.
Are there any questions or further comments? Seeing none, are you ready for a vote? All those in favor? Opposed? It's unanimous. 2.
Finance Organization and Personnel Committee report regarding a memorandum from the Assistant Public Works Director relating to a professional services contract for household hazardous waste services. And on a vote of 5-0, the Finance Organization and Personnel Committee recommends that the city manager be authorized to do all things necessary to award a professional services contract to Triumvirate Environmental for the provision of household hazardous waste collection services at the Keene Solid Waste Facility for an amount not to exceed $39,998.67 in year 1, $40,798.64 in year 2, and $41,614.61 in year 3. Signed, Mitchell H. Greenwald.
Councilor Greenwald.
Move to carry out the intent of the committee report.
Second. It's been moved and seconded. Councilor Greenwald.
Thank you, Your Honor. Duncan Watson, our Assistant Public Works Director, brought us this information. Triumvirate Environmental has been selected through an RFP process to process household hazardous waste at the Keene Solid Waste Facility. There are a total of 24 collections per year. This takes in materials from Keene and also surrounding towns. Again, indicating that this was a request for proposal. There were other proposers, and the Triumvirate Environmental was selected as the primary. So, Finance Organization Personnel Committee suggests that the city manager execute a contract.
Thank you. Are there any further questions or comments? Seeing none, are you ready for a vote? All those in favor? Opposed? It's unanimous. Number 3.
We have a Finance Organization Personnel Committee report regarding continued discussion of the Citizens United U.S. Supreme Court decision. And on a vote of 5-0, the Finance Organization Personnel Committee recommends that the City Council adopt an appropriate resolution stating its objection to the Citizens United case and requests that the New Hampshire Legislature seek a constitutional amendment through Congress to overturn the decision. Signed, Mitchell H. Greenwald.
Councilor Greenwald.
Thank you, Your Honor. Move to carry out the intent of the committee report.
It's been moved and seconded. Councilor Greenwald.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is kind of complicated. It's a big issue. There was a Supreme Court decision. It's titled Citizens United. It pertains to campaign financing, giving corporations the ability to fund campaigns as any other citizen can. The specifics of it, I hope that you're all aware of and you've done your homework on this, because I'm certainly not going to try to stand up as a law professor and explain it. Part of the discussion was, at least maybe stepping outside my little intro, whether it is appropriate for the City Council to be involved in a federal Supreme Court issue. A number of our citizens brought this to our attention, so I do feel it is reasonable for us to consider it. Again, hopefully you've read all of this. This is asking that the New Hampshire, our legislators consider starting the process through a constitutional amendment to reverse the Supreme Court's decision, where this became a local issue, as Peter Espieff, our former state rep, pointed out. It is possible for a corporation to come in and pretty much hijack the city council election. So it is a local issue, and that's what my personal opinions. At any rate, without going into too much more confusion, on a vote of 5-0, the Finance Organization and Personnel Committee heard all of this, considered it. It was a matter of months, and again, I hope that you've all followed this, because there was a lot of information from the attorney's office as well as just discussion within the committee. And we recommend proceeding and encouraging our state legislature to pursue this process.
Thank you. Are there any further questions or comments? Seeing none, are you ready for a vote? All those in favor? Opposed? It's unanimous.
Organization and Personnel Committee report regarding a memorandum from the police chief to accept a donation. And on a vote of 5-0, the Finance Organization and Personnel Committee recommends that the city manager be authorized to do all things necessary to accept a donation of 4 tires from Sullivan Tire for use by the Keene Police Department. Signed, Mitchell H. Greenwald.
Councilor Greenwald.
Move to carry out the intent of the committee report.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Councilor Greenwald.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ken Miolo, our police chief, went to a convention of New Hampshire Association of Police Chiefs, entered a raffle and won 4 tires from Sullivan Tire for use by the police department. So the Finance Organization and Personnel Committee is very pleased to recommend that we accept the 4 tires that the police chief won for us.
I congratulate the chief for winning the lottery. I've always said I'd rather be lucky than good. Is there any further discussion or comments? Seeing none, are you ready for a vote? All those in favor? Opposed? It's unanimous. Number 5.
We have a Finance Organization and Personnel Committee report regarding a memorandum from the fire chief for advanced life support intercept transport agreement. And on a vote of 5-0, the Finance Organization and Personnel Committee recommends that the city manager be authorized to do all things necessary to negotiate and execute a new 1-year advanced life support intercept transport agreement with the 10 area towns that we currently serve. Signed, Mitchell H. Greenwald.
Councilor Greenwald.
Move to carry out the intent of the committee report.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Councilor Greenwald.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mark Howard, our fire chief, brought us this information. Keene provides paramedic intercepts, meaning we send out our ambulance to pick up individuals that are in transport to Cheshire Hospital. It's a complex agreement. However, this serves 10 area towns. This agreement is a 3-year agreement. Currently, we're running on a 90-day extension as this is being discussed and negotiated. The goal of the agreement is to increase the efficiency and the level of care provided to the patient while also making it a more sustainable program, meaning we, the citizens of Keene, are not subsidizing all of the surrounding towns. They are paying their own way, which is, I think, pretty important. There's a standby fee that's included in this, meaning that we have our ambulances ready to roll. And the standby fee that the towns will be paying covers the administrative fee with our billing agency, overtime costs, and related expenses. Reasonably complex, and hopefully you all have read through the matrix and the different towns. It's based on population and percentage of service, but the idea is that it's an agreement that provides essential service to the surrounding towns while also covering the expenses of the city of Keene.
Thank you. Are there any further questions or comments? Seeing none, are you ready for a vote? All those in favor? Opposed? It's unanimous. Number 6.
We have a Finance Organization and Personnel Committee report regarding a memorandum from the Public Works Director for additional street repair work and funding. And on a vote of 5-0, the Finance Organization and Personnel Committee recommends that project balances from account 90214, emergency road repairs, in the amount of $42,178, and account 90234, road rehab overlay, in the amount of $39,063, and account 90249, the 2012 roadway rehabilitation project, in the amount of $46,280.56, and the 90248 account for 2012 infrastructure Elm Street and Sullivan Road project, in the amount of $38,415.01, be combined with funds from the Street Maintenance Cost Center for the Street Spot Repairs Project. Signed, Mitchell H. Greenwald.
Councilor
Thank you.
Greenwald.
Move to carry out the intent of the committee report.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Councilor Greenwald.
City clerk outlined most of the details of this issue. Basically, $200,000 has been identified from assorted balances of completed projects to be able to do additional road repairs. Proposing to do spot repairs by grinding and leveling and going with an overlay of 1 inch. Not a complete list, but this includes Arch Street, Hurricane, Court Street, Darling Road, East Surrey, Lower Main Street, Park Avenue, It's along Water Street, West Street, Baker Street, North Lincoln, School Street, and Wyman Road. I noticed by exception there is no Pet Shop Road on this. So I will continue to enjoy the speed bumps on my way home. At any rate, this is money that has already been appropriated. It's in accounts for projects completed. It's not additional allocations. So Finance Organization and Personnel heard this and thinks it's a good idea and recommends approval.
Okay, are there any further questions or comments? Are there any further streets that anybody would like to see? Are you ready for a vote? All those in favor? Opposed? It's unanimous. Number 7.
We have a Finance Organization Personnel Committee report regarding a memorandum from the airport director relating to the PJO Cooley LLC land lease agreement renewal. On a vote of 5-0, the Finance Organization and Personnel Committee recommends that the City Council authorize the renewal of a land lease agreement between the city and PJO Cooley LLC relative to land at the Del Perkins Airport. Signed, Mitchell H. Greenwald.
Councilor Greenwald.
Move to carry out the intent of the committee report. Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Councilor Greenwald.
Ed Mattern, our airport director, brought this issue to us. The PJO Cooley organization owns a hangar at the airport, but they lease the land. The lease has expired, and this has been negotiated. The rent will be adjusted to move it up into compliance with the other land leases that are currently in effect. Change will be made over 3 6-month periods because it is a bit behind, but we will bring it up to current events. So Finance Organization and Personnel Committee recommends that we carry forward the lease.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, are you ready for a vote? All those in favor? Opposed? It's unanimous. Number 8.
The Finance Organization and Personnel Committee report regarding a memorandum from the IMS director relating to Cheshire TV's request to increase the cable franchise fee. On a vote of 5-0, the Finance Organization and Personnel Committee recommends that the mayor set a public hearing on the request from Cheshire TV to increase the cable franchise fee from 3.25% to 3.5%. Signed by Mr. Mitchell H. Greenwald.
Councilor Greenwald.
Move to carry out the intent of the committee report.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Councilor Greenwald.
Thank you. We have been approached by the Time Warner cable company, Cheshire TV, to increase the franchise fee. This is a process that starts out with a public hearing, which I'm sure the mayor is going to speak about. After that, there's council activities in terms of committee vote and then council vote before this occurs. So if this occurs, it will be at least 6 months before it happens. Not a big increase, but still they've requested it, and it's important for their operations.
Are there any further questions or comments? Seeing none, are you ready for a vote? All those in favor? Opposed? It's unanimous. I will set the public hearing for August 7th, 2014, which will be our next city council meeting at 7 p.m. This matter will also be referred back to the planning licenses and be referred back to Finance Organization and Personnel Committee. Figure out what we're doing. No, we're gonna send this back to FOP, the public hearing.